Shalom Israel. First and foremost, I do want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh Shemel Shai B'Shem Dash, the born to the apostles, and those great millstone for teaching us his true peace and blessings to the hope of Israel. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father in Hebrew, Bash means the name, and Yahweh Shai is the name of the begotten Son. Back in our lesson, and as you see within the title, we're going to go into this video right here, dealing with Elon Musk, pretty much speaking on the Neuralink and the benefits that are going to come if you do receive and take this thing, and pretty much going to how amazing it's supposedly going to be, as you see within the title, how it's going to be able to create, I'm going to say verbatim, Jesus level miracles, which is just completely wicked. But you see, you're going to have many people be deceived, tempted into receiving, this Karagman, this MOTB, and they have been, pretty much conditioning and preparing you for it, via these different apps, as you've been seeing on Amazon One, able to pay and, buy things with the palm of your hand. You see video games like, Cyberpunk, where that's pretty much where you have people getting all sorts of, technology inserted within them, especially dealing with these brain C-hips, where they're able to pretty much, control, technology via their brain. And these are the things this devil is promising that you would be able to do. The amazing wonders that you could perform if you do have this thing. You'll be able to, see holograms in front of you. I was going to say, operate your phone without even, touching anything, but you wouldn't need a phone because it's all going to be within you. Or to see holograms in front of you and search up, the interweb and whatever the case may be, And I'm sure it's going to go into, some more things. I didn't really, watch the full thing, because I remember coming across this the other day. I thought I had it saved because I was wanting to make a lesson, speaking on it, but either the video was deleted or it didn't, save properly. But gonna be speaking on this video right here, and I'll further expound these points throughout this lesson. But it says Elon Musk Neuralink brain C-hips can create Jesus level miracles, and what the devil has been saying that he'd be able to make it to where people that are blind be able to see, and people that are paralyzed be able to walk. So we're gonna have a lot of people lining up to receive and take this Karagman, this MOTB, this RFID C-hip, this Neuralink. These things are going to go hand in hand. But you're going to have that we perform these miracles on the left-hand side via their technology. But scriptures out the way, and we'll get into the scriptures.
Brain-machine interface that can give you cybernetic superpowers.
So there you go, cybernetic superpowers. And I want to say, I watched a little bit of Elder Brother, Monte Zakba, so I can try for my words, GMS, South Carolina. I believe he also, searched up cybernetic superpowers. Meaning, see if we can get anything out of this. But it says abilities gained by integrating advanced technology, robotics, or computer networks with biological bodies. And that's also another thing they would be able to do. You have people that have missing limbs, and they'll get these robotic, like robotic like limbs, to replace their missing ones. And you see they're able to control it to an extent. They have to maneuver their body a certain way in order to activate it to move the way they want it. But coming with this MOTB, this Karagman they're going to implement, this will be able to make it to where you can control it freely. So you have a lot of people be deceived into taking these things, and people are going to look at you like you're crazy for not wanting to hop on board with this. Because this is also called, transhumanism. You want to, connect, humans with technology. But it says, advanced technology, robotics, or computer networks with biological bodies. Now I was going to bring up this point right here, cyborg. It turns a person to a cyborg, replacing or enhancing physical traits. If people want to get good at particular things, you're gonna have people taking these things. It'll enhance your cognitive abilities, pick up things faster, and search up the answer to a question instantly. To control things on the screen, a laptop, phone, have holograms in front of you. Once again, people are going to be able to see the so-called benefits in these things. But we are warning you through the spirit power of Yahweh Bashim Shai, stay far away from it. But it turns a person to cyborg, replacing or enhancing physical traits with artificial components that offer superhuman advantages. So like you see with video games, there's one guy that has that Neuralink, if not something similar, where he pretty much has hacks, aimbot pretty much, able to lock onto the target. And that's in a video game. So how much more are you thinking in reality? So it's another reason why that spiritual power is going to be needed.
He was talking about
And it would refresh, but got what I wanted there. Also have this article, I forgot this actually. Elon Musk compares his work to miracles performed by Jesus Christ. I'm saying that for verbatim, but it says they're sort of what I might call Jesus level technologies. This is off. But when you have this double thinking, he is like the Most High. So you see, he has these different technologies, as you see with NASA and all the other things. We're able to alter the weather, creating rain clouds artificially. He wants to be like the Most High. And those that do take this Karagman, this RFID, see if you're making Esau Edom your God. So they see the so-called benefits, the cool things, the nice things, but not knowing we're speaking Esau Edom here, the wicked the Bible speaks of. This is not for the good of humanity. And you can see the various experiments and things that was did to these poor animals. What can control it, what can kill it the fastest. So you had that one article that was actually picking up those monkeys that were experimented on. Hell, a lot of them were taken out. So you can imagine the atrocities this devil is doing, and how much more you. But this goes over people's heads, and just so you have people that will see up their dogs, cats, tag their cows, their livestock. Why do they do that? They go so they have ownership over it. This is what the devil's wanting to do to you. Let's see. Stop us if you heard this one before. A formerly beloved public figure eviscerates their own reputation and let's read this last bit here. It says Musk complained that his brain-computer interface company Neuralink doesn't get the direct credit it deserves. It says restoring control of people who are tetraplegics and restoring sight, I think, are pretty big deals. And you also have that YouTuber, Mr. Beast, pretty much in support and pushing, this beast system. You had one video where he was pretty much pushing the Neuralink and these MOTBs onto people. It's also finally going to show these celebrities, these new celebrities, which are these YouTubers, streamers, are going to be used to push and promote these things, which I've been saying for a good while. But it says Musk boasted, so going to show this pride this devil has. There's sort of what I might call Jesus level technologies. So you see the pride of this devil. This is Matthew 24:24. For there shall rise false anointings and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, and so much that it were possible they shall deceive the very elect, but it's impossible to deceive the Lord's men. And it's who he's bestowed this 100% truth, this knowledge unto. But that main point is, and shall show great signs and wonders. So going to show this deception that's going to get, that's going to go out. How many people be deceived and tempted taking these things, falling for these miracles on the left-hand side. Because people are going to see the so-called benefits. They're going to see that there's low risk in receiving these things. So nobody's probably going to see people lining up blocks on end. that's going to be a sight to see. Ecclesiastes 12 and 10 says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. So this devil's not to be trusted in any case. Just so you see him talking about the so-called benefits, the great things that will come from this. Or he's not doing this for your own well-being. He's not doing it for your benefit. And these people are going to soon realize that, but it's going to be far too late when they do. But when they never trust an enemy, for like an iron rusted, so is his wickedness. So not to be trusted in any case, especially in regards to this. But I'll be able to listen to music with my brain. That was one thing that Jake was, heavily on board with when that first, came about. And you know how Jake is when it comes to the next big thing. Besides, Isaiah 31:3 says, woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord. They take counsel, but not of me, that cover what they cover, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. That walk to go into Egypt and have not asked my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Verse 3, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt be your confusion. So it's be your shame and confusion for trusting, in this devil, man. Because we're warning you, do pray how much you try to stay far away from this, because it sure may seem cool and fine and dandy now, but there are consequences in doing so for receiving this charagma. And here are the consequences, Revelation 14:9-10. And third angel followed them, saying, and I should probably got Revelation 13:16, which I might get before that actually. And it said, and he called to both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in their forehead. That word mark in the Greek goes to the word charagma, which goes to edge scratch, which is a physical marking. And this is a word in their foreheads. They see Elon Musk creating the Neuralink, other companies, creating similar things. And that no man might buy or sell to he that the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So very soon you won't be able to buy nor sell without it. You won't be able to live a so-called normal life without it. That's how they're going to force a lot of people's hands. Now going back to the point right here in Revelation 14:9-10, dealing with the judgment, the consequences if you do receive this thing. For example, just as they had back in 2020, dealing with the concoction, the juice that was heavily pushed, which we especially warned of to stay away from. We warned you to stay far away from that, because that was nothing but pretty much a pop quiz, a little trial run for what the devil's really getting to do, really getting ready to do, with this MOTB. But the main point I was going to push was going to, how you had people looking at you like you were crazy for not wanting to, take part in that, to receive that, concoction that was cooked up. You had people wanting to be fined and jailed over this stuff. So how much more now? Especially when people see the so-called benefits, the so-called good things. They're going to look at you crazy as they did back then. The people that were heavily pushing for the concoction, the juice, look what end up happening to them. Now they're severely ill, messed up, if not taken out. But as the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, so wherever you take it. Because you also have people that try to twist and turn find loopholes in Revelation 13, when it says the right hand. Well, in this case right here it says, or in his hand. So either hand. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out mixed into the cup of the indignation, and to be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels, in the presence of his Lamb, in the presence of the Lamb. So you're going to be destroyed. You're going to be consumed, via thermonuclear fire. A couple more scriptures. Isaiah 14:13-14. For thou said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation on the sides of the north. So as I was going to that point, going to show the pride this devil has. I see he's talking about Jesus level technology, which obviously that's not his name, but you get the idea of what they're pushing for and what they're really trying to say. That they're on par, with our Lord Yahweh Shai, with the miracles and things that our Lord Yahweh Shai did. Look, we're able to deal with our technology. We're able to do this. They're through. 14th verse. As I'll send above the heights of the clouds, I'll be like the Most High. Once again, show this pride. That's why you have him saying these things. Psalms 2 says, why do they enrage and the people imagine a vain thing? This is a vain thing. And LT says, why the nation's angry? Why do they waste their time with futile plans? And the Lord is only let this devil get so far. Romans 16:18 says, for these that are such serve not Lord Yahweh Shai Mashak. So we're going to show who these devils worship. It's obviously not our Lord. But their rebellion by good words and fair speeches deceive the hearts of the simple. I see many people be deceived via this technology, miracles that are before on the left hand side. Closing scripture, Revelations 12:9. And the great dragon was cast out, the old serpent, called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world, and was cast down to the earth, and the angels were cast out with him. So he's a deceiver. But you see, he's slowly beginning to be revealed. As you can script that man is saying be revealed. But that's it right there. Something somewhat quick. We're gonna update those MOTB and things that I was getting ready to do. But that's it right there. And close out. Give all praise, all honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Shah Bashem Kadash and Shalom.